do. But you don't want me to do that to you though.
That's a good point. Why don't y'all want the women y'all gonna be with forever to act like y'all daughters that y'all raising? Can y'all explain that to me? That's a good question. So you telling me you want a bitch that shut up, cook clean, and don't got no problems for they nigga, but if your daughter was like that, you'd be upset?
You be telling your daughter to drag it.
Let's talk about it. I'm inviting all of my friends to come through because I really need answers today. Why don't y'all raise y'all daughters to be like the women y'all want? Or the women that y'all want to marry? Y'all don't want y'all daughters to act like the women that y'all want to marry. Why is that? You don't want to marry a strong, independent woman, but you want your daughter to be one. I'm lost. Explain it to me real quick.
Like your weak ass mama and take all the shit that your mama took from your daddy.
I just
when
need.
you have a daughter, you want her to be the opposite.
I just need that part to make sense. So you telling me you want a bitch that cook, clean, and shut up, but if you found out that your daughter was just cooking and cleaning and shutting up for one of these niggas, you'd be upset? Explain it.
Right now, who dog bitches would be like, my daughter she gonna run through these niggas.
Explain it. How is your daughter gonna learn how to run through niggas when all she's seen is that men run shit? She ain't never seen a bitch run a goddamn thing. How is she gonna learn how to run something? You teach a strong, independent woman with a strong, independent woman. No nigga can't teach no woman how to be strong and independent. No nigga can do that. I'm sorry. And I know what y'all finna say. Oh, da. No man can teach a woman how to be strong and independent.
Just like a woman can't teach a nigga how to be a nigga.
So with that, why do you want your child to be strong and independent but not your wife? She's gonna be a wife one day, hopefully, right? Don't you want your daughter to be a wife one day, hopefully, maybe, potentially, right? Then why wouldn't you want to have that example? Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe I'm going crazy. Because I could have swore that you niggas be acting like women are too rough and tumble and stiff these days, but that's exactly how you're raising your daughter to be. So if you want women to be less stiff, raise a softer bitch. Y'all upset at how these women were raised. They were raised by yo fucking mamas. Your sister the same age as you. And the same age as the bitches that you saying is weak ass bitches. Is your sister a weak ass bitch too? I can answer that. Yes, I be fucking y'all sisters. Weak. And it throws me. It does kind of throw me through a loop a tad. To wonder why you motherfuckers act as if, you see what I'm saying? The members of your family, the women in your family are holier than thou. Y'all got me fucked up. They aren't. So these bitches wasn't worth a damn, but you expecting other bitches to be worth a damn? Why? Explain it to me, please. Explain it. Because it's not making no sense. It's just not. It'd be one thing if niggas was out here raising the women that they wanted to eventually have in the world. They're not doing that. Y'all are complaining about these hoes and then raising these hoes. Ladies, y'all have been complaining about these niggas. Y'all mamas was the parents to these niggas. This should be a good example of why you need men in the home. Single mothers don't know what the fuck they doing sometimes. which is cool. I'm not saying it like they ain't trying. I'm not saying it like they're not putting their best foot forward and giving their best motherfucking effort. It's obvious. It's scientifically proven that one fucking parent does not do it better than two. And the sad part is, and I don't even like using this statistic, but it's also been proven that single fathers actually raise children better than single mothers. Ladies, it sounds like y'all need to be leaving the kids with these niggas. And going live. oh, that wasn't a part of the plan.
That was not.
that wasn't a part of the stigma. Nah, but in all seriousness, okay. You have to fucking understand the shit that you're putting out there. Niggas, y'all are putting dumb shit out there in the world and then wondering why these bitches keep doing dumb shit. Which one do you want? Do you want a bitch that's silent, that's dumb, and that's freaky, or do you want a bitch that actually is going to be able to help you with something? Because if you just want a silent, freaky bitch, they out here, but don't expect your daughter to be nothing but a silent, freaky bitch. You want me to tell you why I'm a pimp? Because my father was one. What the fuck? I learned that bitches ain't shit from my daddy. I imagine if I had a single mother and I was just with my mama, I would probably have learned that niggas ain't shit. That's why all of these hood niggas are confused. They want to have a whole bunch of friends, but they secretly hate their friends because just like women, they want to be around men all the time, but secretly hate them. Women don't actually like niggas, they hate niggas. But they gotta be around niggas. Who does that sound like? You hood motherfuckers who was raised by your motherfucking mama, constantly around men all the motherfucking time, but hating on them, being jealous of them, being envious of them, not actually wanting to be around them, hoping that you could be around bitches, but don't know the first thing to say to a bitch. Y'all don't know the first thing to say to a bitch when it's time to actually talk, but y'all do know how to bend the bitch over. Y'all do know how to simp out and give some, but y'all barely know how to simp out and get a money up. Y'all know how to get a money up initially, like on the first date. Y'all don't even actually know how to properly get a money up to the bitch. Thank you. My nigga TP Sorrell in this hole.
Cause good God. I'm waiting for my nigga TP Sorrell to hop in this bitch. What's good,
What's
P?
man? What's happening with you, man? You talking some good shit this morning, man.
What's popping with you, man?
What's popping with you, P?
Shit, over here giving this motherfucking game, man. Niggas don't be knowing, but like, I'm glad that you on here. Everybody that ain't know,
Niggas be
YoungGod
wanting weak
ATM
bitch.
versus TP Surround Houston barcode. Be ready on the lookout. That nigga's fire, so it's gonna be lit.
You feel me? I'm looking in the comments. They talking about some niggas won't be wanting weak bitches and what's going on with that? LA Naya, what's going on with all that? Niggas don't want no weak bitch. Niggas want really a strong bitch that's strong minded, that know what actually, that know what she actually fucking doing outside. That ain't getting played and enslaved by you old nothing ass niggas, bro. That's what you feel me? That's what we want. You feel me? It ain't always out there though.
I'm gonna get you to jump out and hide back in because you a little low, but I'm gonna definitely let everybody know what you're saying.
For sure.
All right. But yeah, my nigga TP just hopped on and he was dead serious. He was like, niggas don't want no weak ass bitch when they really doing some shit. But the problem be, you niggas, some of these niggas be thinking they doing shit and they not. All right. It's one thing to lead a bitch, it's another thing to control a bitch. You understand me? Some of you niggas, the best chance y'all got is to be leaders. Because y'all not doing enough, being enough, are enough to ever control a hoe like y'all supposed to control a hoe. And since y'all are trying to control hoes that y'all can't control, y'all are actively ruining the vagina. Y'all are burning the money every single day. And it's annoying. Because a new bitch is going gay, a new bitch is going dyke every day because of you motherfuckers. It'd be different if all these bitches was born gay. I know some of them is. But all of these bitches not. It's one thing a bitch been gay since 5. It's been another thing a bitch been gay since 25. How the fuck you gay after 3 kids, bitch? We know what that is. That's our fault. Because if your Mac not down properly or you're not actively being a good nigga, y'all gotta make a decision. They told y'all had to jump off the porch at one certain point in y'all life. Y'all trying to wait too long to jump off the porch with these bitches. It's done. It's I'm not talking about you. It's done. Okay? Your opportunity is done. Your chance at pimping is over. The bitches you know, you're out of there. And I feel bad for you niggas. Because y'all are gonna do y'all best to blame these hoes for shit that y'all can fix. I don't blame these hoes. You know why I don't blame these hoes? Because if it's anything like we've been taught throughout our whole life, we can't put the onus on bitches because we running that. So what is it? Do you run these hoes or do they run you? Because if they run you, then you can make all of the excuses that y'all have been making about women. Bitches don't run me. That's the problem. Who got the upper hand? Do you got it or do the bitch got it? And if the answer is the bitch, then you know what time it is. If the answer is the hoe, then you know what time it is. You know for a fact that you're done for. And you need to just be a good nigga. Okay? And I want to talk about something where somebody tagged Capo Bravado. Because Capo Bravado had a tweet today that really is the reason that this podcast is happening. Capo Bravado made a statement. I want to go back and look. Well, let me see your phone, Queen. Go to social media. Go to Facebook. My Facebook. Go to Twitter. Please. I want to make sure I get this tweet proper before I just say it, because this was some good shit. I definitely retweet. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. I got to make sure I get it right. My nigga Capo Bravado. Everybody go follow Capo Bravado on Twitter. You see what I'm saying? I want to see if these two things correlate. If you treat your bitch like a superstar, she's gonna treat you like a fan. And also, if a bitch come back, it's not because she give a fuck about you. It's because she realized don't nobody give a fuck about her. Especially if you wasn't begging. If you just randomly was just living your life, y'all done broke up, and then the bitch come back, she realized wasn't nothing better over there. Wasn't nothing better on that other. The grass wasn't greener. She was ready to leave you because she knew it was greener pastures. Then the moment she realized it wasn't where she at. I love that motherfucking tweet. That is a awesome tweet. You treat your bitch like a superstar, she's gonna treat you like a fan. Outstanding tweet. Do you know why? You know why? Half these hoes are actually looking for a leader. Some of them aren't. But half these hoes are actually looking for a leader. So the last thing you need to do is have this bitch thinking that she run the show. You seen what happened with Nicki Minaj? This bitch was just a great rapper that was finna be up and coming. The moment that she realized that she was the one and only, how did she start acting? How did that personality start coming out when she realized that she was the superstar? All of the best relationships that I've seen work, if you notice, the woman be so enamored with how amazing their man is, and the man just love the woman like he's supposed to. The moment that bitch ain't impressed with you no more, you don't gotta be impressed with your bitch. Did you notice that? Niggas don't give a fuck if their bitch impresses them at all. Did you notice that? Nigga don't give a fuck if the bitch do something special. Nigga don't give a fuck if the bitch is amazing. Did you notice that? But let you not be amazing to your bitch. You could be a great nigga. Not cheating, not lying, taking care of home, doing what you're supposed to do. Let you not be. And that's instinctful. That's scientific. That's in women inherently. That's a part of their instincts to go after something that actually is worth. That's that's in all species of women. You could go to ants, you could go to motherfucking peacocks, you could go to lions, you could go to humans. The moment you're not impressing a bitch in any part of the animal kingdom, you don't get to mate no more. Now, is that the bitch's fault for need to be impressed and that's what she has been instinctively taught to do for eons, or is it your fault for not being impressive? If your bitch is the superstar of the relationship, you might as well go ahead and put a timestamp on it, because it's not gonna last. If she is the biggest part, it'll work if you pretend. It'll work if you lie. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it'll work if you and she knows that you're the star of the show, but you gonna make her think that she's the star of the show. That's a great relationship right there. The moment she thinks that she's more impressive than you might as well put a clock on the relationship. It's not gonna last. Period. 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 Okay. Period. I can tell you that right now. And I can just use an example of a motherfucker. You want me to tell you, Megan Thee Stallion is one of the most known popular bitches in the world. She's impressed by Party. She's impressed with his lyrics. She's impressed with the way he carries himself. She's impressed by him. She makes more than he does. She's more known, has more notoriety than him, but she has actively mentioned that she is impressed by what he has done and who he is. I'm going to give y'all another scientific fact. This isn't conjecture. This isn't me making shit up. I'm going to give you another scientific fact. Only 45% of the men that have ever existed reproduced. 85% of the women that have ever existed have reproduced, but only 45% of the men. At the end of the day, niggas, what do you want? There's more niggas that are searching for vagina and bitches than there is women that are searching for dick and niggas. Now, there are women out here searching for niggas and dick. Are you impressive enough for a bitch to come to you? If not, you can't say it's the bitch's fault. You can't say it's the bitch's fault. The moment you treat a bitch like a superstar, she's gonna treat you like a fan. What is a weak bitch? A submissive female is not weak. That's not what I mean. Niggas' mamas was weak, meaning half of your mamas was getting beat by niggas, cheated on by niggas, and literally could not leave. And I done heard stories about y'all mamas because y'all tell me these things. Y'all rap about y'all mamas. Y'all rap about how you had to pay bills at 13 because she didn't have it. That's not what I meant by submissive. Yeah. I mean, that's not what I meant by weak. Submissive don't mean weak. So there's a lot of submissive bitches that don't get cheated on or beat or ever treated wrong ever. They just submissive. That's not what I'm talking about. Half of y'all mamas, goddamn it, couldn't do shit. They were submissive because they had to be. It's one thing to be submissive. It's another thing to be submitted. No, I'm glad. No, but I'm glad that you did that because it adds all of it. It's one thing to be submissive. It's another thing to be submitted. If I put you in an ankle lock and I force you to tap out, you're not submissive. You were submitted. You were forced into submission. And I would say, and the reason I say y'all, because Anthony was raised by a single father. So I have to say y'all. I would say us if this was, you know me. If this applied to me, I'm a fucking mention it. I have no problem airing out when shit applied to me too. This just so happened to not apply to me. My father was not no weak ass nigga. Never. I ain't never seen a bitch come in my dad's life and change a fucking thing. Unless he wanted it to be changed. And he didn't want shit to be changed, so ain't shit changed ever. My pop's been the same nigga for 20, how long I done known this nigga? It's about 28 years, huh? I think I done known this nigga close to about 28 years. It'll be 29 on September 24th. Ain't shit changed. Why is your bitch the superstar and you not? And you supposed to be running shit? How the fuck you not the superstar, but she wants you to pay the bills? Bitch, you better clap every time I walk in this motherfucking house with the rent money. There we go. There go daddy right there. Yeah. Here go food. And of course I'm using motherfucking semantics, but goddamn, it's something like that. Why the fuck is she the superstar? This bitch supposed to be excited about seeing you. Why the fuck is it you only person excited? Every time my bitch see me, every single part of her body starts doing tingling noises and shit. That's how it's supposed to be. It could be 1 day, 1 year, 50 years, god damn it. And if she don't have a fucking tingle, then that means I need to go back outside and do something else. How the fuck you ain't doing enough? Your bitch ain't impressed. Your next bitch ain't impressed. Your third bitch ain't impressed. Stop. These hoes is the superstars in this generation. Which is cool, but one thing we already know, bitches don't know how to do shit for nobody but their kids. A bitch ain't gonna help shit but her children. And that don't make her a weak ass bitch just because she only gonna do shit for her children. But how you fuck you gonna have a bitch the superstar that ain't gonna be able to lift you up? That's the whole point. As niggas, we lift these bitches up. What the fuck? Yo, hold a superstar, you waiting for your backup dance, bitch? You waiting for your drum solo, you fucking backup singer ass nigga? Shut up. How dare you? Ain't impressed. Your next bitch ain't impressed. Your third bitch ain't impressed. Stop. These hoes is the superstars in this generation. Which is cool, but one thing we already know, bitches don't know how to do shit for nobody but their kids. A bitch ain't gonna help shit but her children. And that don't make her a weak ass bitch just because she only gonna do shit for her children. But how you fuck you gonna have a bitch the superstar that ain't gonna be able to lift you up? That's the whole point. As niggas, we lift these bitches up. What the fuck? Yo, hold a superstar, you waiting for your backup dance, bitch? You waiting for your drum solo, you fucking backup singer ass nigga? Shut up. How dare you? You gotta be the superstar. Niggas, I said this on a podcast before. Niggas turn 0 into 1, bitches turn 1 into 1 million. I said that. That's my quote. A man turns 0 into 1. A man will turn nothing into something, and a woman will turn a little into a lot. But when you turn a bitch into a superstar, you gotta get a bitch 0 and tell her create. Bitches don't do that. Perfect example. Let's just use birth. A bitch will turn 1 sperm into 1 million of the motherfuckers, and now you got a person. How the fuck she gonna do that with 0? It's almost like I got a fucking degree in what I'm talking about. So you telling me a bitch could turn 1 sperm into 50 bajillion and make it a person, but she can't turn 0 into 1, and you think she gonna be able to do it outside? If your bitch the superstar, count your motherfucking days. Because there's two things that's happening right now. She's either waiting on you to become the superstar or she's looking for a superstar. There is not one bitch right now that is in a relationship that is happy being the superstar and she the star and she just the star and she ain't looking for something else. It's not. There's not one. It's either the bitch thinks her nigga is the superstar or the bitch is looking somewhere else. Period. There is no in between. Niggas do that stupid shit. Niggas do shit like really just God's green earth settle for bitches that have nothing to bring them. Niggas do that shit. Women don't do that. They will leave you. They will go to greener pastures on your duck ass. And it's not her fault. It is literally in her genes to look for somebody that is better than her. Just dead ass. There ain't no bitches out here that's just like, well, I run this relationship. You know, when bitches do, they send that shit to the group chat and they be like, yeah, I'm looking for a real nigga. But I run this nigga. I run that nigga. Have you ever had a bitch that's been married for 100 years that literally says she runs that nigga? She'll say she runs her husband knowing damn well that if this nigga wants steak today, she cooking it. That's just a good husband. A good husband is going to have her wife thinking that she run a Fortune 500 company. But in the back of her mind, she knows she don't run shit. She don't run shit. And she don't have a problem not running shit. She don't have one issue not running shit. It's just a thought process. Don't make me feel like I'm your slave, but at the same time, nigga, take care of it. Don't make me feel like I can't do it by myself, but nigga, you and I both know I can't do it by myself. Go do this shit for me. Yeah, I know I'm a strong, independent black woman. Go be a strong, independent black man and save me. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It literally happens with every single solitary species across this earth. You could go to peacocks. It's niggas right now that is flexing their motherfucking feathers in the Amazon right now trying to get that peacock pussy. And do you think that the nigga that got the doll motherfucking little ass feathers that don't plume like they supposed to when he do the dance, you think he getting some pussy right now? Do you think he's getting pussy? Do you think he's complaining on Facebook about the fact that women don't like little feathers and that women don't like doll feathers? Or do you think that he's shedding them fucking feathers and getting bigger ones? Did the peacock go make a fucking podcast and talk about what women should or shouldn't be doing? And this is why I get upset when niggas do these podcasts instead of women. Because I don't give a fuck what a woman says on a fucking podcast. Do you think we honestly give a damn? That goes back to what I was just saying. You give them the illusion. Every single one of these strong, independent bitches are going to be that good dude one day and stop being strong and independent, and that's okay. And that's okay. Because at the end of the day, if I'm doing my motherfucking job right, she only got to be strong and independent with me. She can be weak everywhere else because I'm everywhere else. She can be calm everywhere else because I'm the motherfucking monster now. Peacocks is a wild example, but it's the motherfucking facts. Because we all watched Animal Planet back in the day when we was about 6 or 7 when it was on channel 62, and all you had to do was click up twice and Cartoon Network was right there. I remember. Animal Planet was on 62, A&E is on 63, and then you go up to 64, it was Cartoon Network. We all seen the peacocks. We all seen the tigers. We know the fact that the women be actually going kill shit because they know that the man, all they really want that nigga to do is make sure don't no other lion come in this bitch. The female lion knows she could probably take him on. She knows she could probably do it. She knows she could probably kill another lion. But why would I do that? when there's a lion right here that's gonna kill another lion for me? Do you think that female lion did a fucking 40-page long Facebook post about how she should be able to go kill the other lion herself and how other male lions aren't letting her go kill it on her own? Like, no! No! Be special. Y'all wondering why some niggas have no bitches and some niggas have 9? Be special. And some of you niggas are good liars. At least lie about being special. Fuck. Don't you remember when niggas used to at least lie to bitches for pussy? You remember that? You remember when a nigga used to be in the passenger seat of a car and actually lie and say he just didn't feel like driving instead of getting mad at the bitch? Well, why won't you date a nigga that's riding in the passenger? Shut your weak ass up and go drive. Or lie. Or lie. God damn, what happened to the 90s? Don't y'all remember what is it? What Bill Bellamy? How to be? He was lying to bitches. It's okay. Hoes miss. I ain't gonna lie. Let's be 1,000. Hoes miss when niggas is just lying. Hoes would much rather us go back to just lying than what the fuck we're doing now. Literally complaining about a bitch's preference. You mad that the bitch like a nigga with money? Instead of lying or going get money like an adult? That's what white people do. White people just lie. They're not gonna get on there and fucking complain big pieces of shit. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. If I want some pussy and I don't got no money and I need money, I'm either finna lie for it, I'm finna go get some other pussy. I'm not finna complain to you. It's not your fault that you like certain things that I don't have. That has nothing to do with you, bitch. But if you feel like none of the men of this generation have what you have, blame your mother and her friends for raising bitch ass niggas. Your mama did it. Walk up to your mama who's been coddling your little brother or your big brother your whole life and tell her you raised a bitch ass nigga. You can go do that. Because you know your brother's a bitch ass nigga, but you don't say nothing about your brother being a bitch ass nigga. You don't say nothing about your 4 or 5 male cousins being bitch ass niggas. You just gonna watch all of their illegitimate children, aren't you? You just gonna watch them, huh? But when a motherfucker leave you and leave you with a baby, you want that same ain't shit nigga to go do what? Go fight another ain't shit nigga? So you finna tell a nigga that's been cheating on his bitch and ain't been taking care of his kids to go beat up another nigga who's cheating on his bitch and not taking care of his kids? Go beat your father up. Since you want to talk shit about your baby daddy, but are still trying to get in contact with your father, go beat your daddy up. You let your daddy come back in your life after 20 years. You won't let this nigga come back after 2 weeks? Oh, the comments quiet now. Don't nobody got shit to say in the comments now. I'm lost. Go tell your mother and your father to stop being weak motherfuckers. The generation before us fucked us up. They didn't do it right. None of us were raised right. Why the fuck you think we all have differences of opinions on shit that should be common knowledge? None of us were raised correctly. So before you complain about the niggas in this generation, go complain to your father and mother and their friends about how they raised the people that you got to be around. Or how about you look within and curse your mother and your father out for raising a weak motherfucker that doesn't know how to handle the world that they're currently living in? Every nigga ain't shit, bitch. Nah, your parents weren't shit. They didn't teach you how to talk. Every bitch ain't shit. Nah, your parents wasn't shit. They didn't teach you how to lead. If you keep saying bitches ain't shit, and bitches of this generation just are gonna be naked and on OnlyFans, but yet you're jacking off to it. Pick one. And don't say hoes not getting married. Your mother is married. Your auntie is married. Your granny is married. The one with 9 kids, and you have 4 granddads, but 1 grandmother. My partner just said in the comments, I'm not going to use his name for the podcast purpose. Not talking to my mom now because I told her my brothers made it in spite of her. So it's almost like some of the people that we dislike in this generation had no choice. It's almost like when you're raised incorrectly as a child, you become an incorrect adult. But yet everybody wants to go back to last. This generation is trash. We need to go back to last. I don't want to hear another motherfucker say that stupid ass shit. What about last generation was better than this one? What? The women weren't even people in the 90s. Let's be 1000. Were women even properly treated as people? Some of you motherfuckers are gay. What are y'all gonna do in the 90s? What are y'all gonna do in the 80s? Some of y'all aren't actual drug dealers like you say. What were you gonna be able to do when you couldn't just go get weed from down the street and sell it to somebody else? You niggas would be dead or in jail if y'all actually had to sell crack. What part of the generation is better? Or are y'all talking about the part where we'd have to get drafted in the war? Or what about the part where it was a lot easier to be racist? Oh, what y'all gonna say? Oh man, but at least we didn't have social media. Yeah, back in them days, you could leave your baby mama, go move down the street, and she never saw you again. Shit, with social media, you'll find the motherfucker. That nigga gonna want to post that new chain he got. He gonna have to post that bitch. You gonna find it. That nigga got that new Corvette from not raising his kids. He's gonna want to show his friends and family his new Corvette. You gonna have to find that nigga. He gonna post. He gonna be on Twitter. He's gonna be on Instagram. Whereas back in the day, a nigga leave, go down the street. If you ain't see him at Walmart one time, you may not see a nigga till he's 48. And I'm not talking about the parents. I'm talking about till a child's 48. My dad said he met his motherfucking father at the barbershop. As an adult. Hold on, wait. The last generation as men pay bills no matter what, and that's what they want from us. Yeah, but do you want the part where I get to smack the fuck out you? Every single time you make that motherfucking steak medium instead of medium rare, I'm gonna elbow you in your motherfucking jaw. Because that's what they got to do back then. Or do you want to go back to the point where all of the women back in that generation, you do realize that African American women are the most college educated group of people in America, but that did not happen until the 2010s? Which would mean if we went back to last generation, just like your mother and your mother's mother and your auntie and your auntie's auntie, none of them would have degrees or trade skills or no way to go make money if that husband died or left. Do you want to go back to that? Because all it would take is for your nigga to drive weird after being drunk as fuck, because niggas was alcoholics back then, getting in car accidents, which happened 4 times more often back then. Now you're alone with no trade, no skills, no money, no nothing but a pot and a pan to cook with. We going back to that? Because it's obvious y'all don't want to go back to that generation because you didn't like how you were living as a child. Would you like to live like that as an adult? Your parents were struggling. Your parents were struggling. All of our parents were struggling back then. Especially motherfuckers that's battle rap fans. Every single one of you niggas bars talks about how you was broke growing up. These niggas was broke ass adults, barely able to make it. We barely ate. Half of you niggas talk about not having food on the table. And you want to go back to the 90s. There wasn't no fucking jobs for niggas in the 90s, you stupid motherfuckers. Niggas, every single year it gets better for niggas. I know y'all may not believe it, but every single year it gets slightly better being black. Slightly. It ain't big jumps, but if you look at 1999, oh no, let's look at 1993 and compare it to 2023. Do you think it would be better to be a black person in 1993 or a black person in 2023? Do you think it would be better to be a woman in 1993 or in 2023? For all my LGBTQ family and friends, do y'all think it would be better to be gay as fuck in 1993 or in 2023? At what point is it not better for niggas? But this goes back to my initial point, man. If your bitch is a superstar, you got a problem. Your bitch can't be a superstar. Your bitch can't be the superstar. I couldn't find a job at McDonald's because I was 30 years old holding the job, and it was because it was 30-year-olds holding the job, and it was the early 2000s. So you telling me that all of the 45-year-olds that are working at Wendy's right now, they were our age in the 90s. It's obvious that being in the 90s wasn't that lit. None of them niggas is rich. None of them niggas. It's crazy. Even the dope boys that was selling crack and shit in the 90s, they're not rich now. They're in jail. The newer niggas is making the money. All the OGs locked up and been snitched on. Why is your bitch a superstar? Why the superstar? A superstar is fine. Not all the women on here watch sports. But you can have LeBron James on the team with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a superstar. LeBron James is the superstar. What's good, Battle? How you doing? Kyrie Irving is a superstar. LeBron James is the superstar. So there will be games where Kyrie Irving looks like he is a better player than LeBron. There may be games where Kyrie Irving scores more points than LeBron. Kyrie Irving has more highlights than LeBron. But at the end of the day, you know who's going to be the deciding factor of wins and losses. And if you have your woman as the deciding factor of whether or not your future is going to succeed, you're failing as a man. Sad part is, as a woman, that is your choice. Because instinctively, you are doing the right thing if you find a man on his right path and you usher him on his path. You also are not wrong if you find your own path and you usher yourself on it. But the last thing that can happen is you as a man find a woman and usher her on her path if you're not already on yours. I can't help my bitch fulfill none of her goals while I'm struggling with mine. Even if her goals happen before mine, that's cool. If I'm struggling with mine, how the fuck is she thriving with hers? Now, what's wild is a woman will watch you struggle with yours, thrive with hers, and she's just gonna try to help because that's all women can do is just try to help. You a nigga. What are you doing? If men want to talk about this men empowerment, how about you empower yourself to a better job? Turn it off, please.
I can't. I don't know.
That's rough because I'm about to say they are definitely going to demonetize the video if they hear too much. If they hear music that they can copyright. I'm glad it wasn't too long. Jesus Christ! I don't know what artist that is, but you are not getting paid off my podcast. That was not an advertisement. That was not an ad. That was an accident. I'm gonna have to clip that part out. Damn it!
I'm so sorry.
Nah, you good. What ain't good is you niggas. It's YoungGod the pimp. And I don't put no holes on the strip. Use a smooth talker, a swift hand to break down a bitch. It's the respect that I get, energy, effort. It's the time that is spent. My time is... What is my time again? Money. So they're going to reimburse every cent. If that don't make sense, you are not listening to Pimp Talk the podcast. Man, I'm going to start doing more podcasts every day, man. I just was having trouble with the Wi-Fi and dealing with being an RBE battle rapper, which I am now. Speaking of which, I will be back on RBE very soon. We made it to phase 2 of the RBE intake process, so you know a nigga's going back to RBE. If you are in town, in state, make sure to hit me up in Houston, April 16th. Invite only, Houston barcode. It is invite only. So if you want to come to that bitch in Houston, hit me up. I will get you your fucking ticket information, your RSVP information, but it is invite only. If you don't want to go to something that's invite only, New Orleans, April 22nd, I will be battling someone who will not be named on this podcast because they do not get to have the clout that they would get from this podcast. They have not earned it yet. If they battle well, then I will put their name on the podcast. But April 22nd, I am battling nobody yet. Somebody, but they're not nobody yet. That will be in New Orleans. That's going to be for Flatline Battleground, Smoking the City 4. If you're in New Orleans, April 22nd, make sure to be there. And April 28th or 9th, I will be in Austin, Texas for Terminal Battleground. So Houston, Austin, New Orleans, those are my next 3 stops before I go back to RBE. If there's anything else that you motherfuckers need from me, podcast information, you can find it on Apple, Google, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, iHeart, motherfucking CastTube, Streamcast, fucking. If you need to, I didn't even think that bitch on a plane before. So whatever you need, we got it. Goddamn it. Wherever your podcast at, we got it. I think we have about 5,000 current followers that watch every episode. It's about 5,000. That's a great number for me. I'm trying to get that to 50,000 by the end of the year. I was like 50,000 current motherfuckers listening on Pimp Talk for Christmas. Get it to everybody.
Riding a bitch, rolling up our pounds, just the right amount.
You know what we do? I'm giving you that 100% of the time, not 0%. If y'all need anything